People think I meal prep because I want to be healthy. Some people think it's because I want to save money. Others think it's because I want to build muscle and stay lean. They're all great reasons, but they're not the main reason. I actually think meal prep has very little to do with food. I think meal prep is actually one of the biggest things you can do for self-love and respect. Here's what I've learned after years of coaching. Most people don't fail because they don't know what healthy is. Most people, including you watching, probably have a very good idea on what it is to be healthy. The problem isn't information, the problem's life. You get super busy and different things are taking your attention all day long. Life gets busy, work runs late, friends need your help, family members need your attention, your spouse wants to go out, you want to go out and eat, social plans pulling you left, right and centre. You finish a long day exhausted and the takeaway is like the easiest option that you can pick. It's the go-to, it's a click on the phone, it's super easy to get. It's not because you're lazy and you don't care, you're just human. I like to think there's two versions of me. There's Sunday Daryl and there's Wednesday Daryl. Sunday Daryl, he's super organised, he's stress-free, he's had a couple of days to relax, he's on it and his mind's clear. Sunday Daryl has time. He can cook. Yeah, boy. He can do whatever he wants. He's got so much time on a Sunday, it's unreal. Wednesday Daryl, he's been coaching all day. He's been busy all day, he's stressed, he's tired, he's worked 12 hours, and that's not even forgetting all the hours he did on Monday and Tuesday. Comes to Wednesday, end of the day, he's exhausted. He's trained, he's answered messages, he's been on WhatsApp all day, he's been making social media content, he's been making YouTube videos. But Sunday Daryl has meal prepped. He's cooked, he's cleaned, he's looked after Wednesday Daryl, and Wednesday Daryl doesn't have to worry about cooking and cleaning and seeing what's for dinner. He just needs to open the fridge, grab what he needs, and he's been looked after. Sunday Daryl is looking after Wednesday Daryl, and I think that's the most powerful way to look at it. Every meal I put into the fridge is a future decision I don't have to make. It's one less stressful decision, it's one less takeaway, it's one less decision and option I have to make and pick. It's one less moment I have to rely on motivation, and I can just thank my past self for sorting it out for me. People think all these containers are full of chicken and rice. I don't. They're promises I've kept to my future self from when life was a little bit easier and more simple. Every container says, hey, I know life gets in the way and the week can get difficult, but don't worry, I've got you, I've looked after you. I've done this already for you. All you need to do is heat it up and eat it. And that's really what meal prep is. It's looking after somebody. That somebody's just you in 3 or 4 days' time. And here's a big part of it that nobody talks about, is that every promise you keep builds trust in yourself. It compounds over time. Confidence isn't built by motivational videos, it's built by evidence of you doing things over and over again. And part of that is looking after yourself and promising your future self that you've got this and you're going to make it easier. It's evidence in doing what you said you were going to do. It's every walk, every meal, every workout. They're all votes for the version of you that you're becoming. The person that's reliable, the person that is going to look after himself and therefore can look after other people should they need it. It's somebody who plans ahead and knows what they want. It's somebody that follows through. Meal prep isn't about saving time, it's about saving mental energy. It's one less decision you need to make. It's one less thing you have to worry about. It's one thing that you know you've sorted, whether it's for you or a group of people, being your family or friends. Every decision you make costs a little bit of willpower. What am I going to eat? Am I going to order a takeaway? Did it hit my macros today? Is this even healthy? Is it a whole food? What am I doing? It's taking all that away. You don't need to worry about it once you've sorted meal prep. Now those decisions might not seem like much, but over the week it probably adds up to hundreds of decisions made. That's a lot of willpower required to keep on making the right decision regardless of emotion, stress and hindrance during the day. It's chipping away at you bit by bit, but if you look after your future self, you're going to save them a lot of time, willpower and energy to focus on the bigger things that you actually want to do in life. People think successful people have more motivation. They think healthy people have unlimited willpower and hard work and ethics. They don't. They often have a system that works, that they found that works for them. Meal prep is one of those things. When you're hungry after work, you're not suddenly expected to be disciplined. You're going to reach into the fridge for a snack. You're going to quickly do a microwave meal. And if that chicken isn't defrosted in time, you're straight on Just Eat or Uber Eats and you're ordering away because you're just human and that's normal. And the food is tasty and it's going to be a big dopamine hit. And why not? Because it's just a little midweek treat. Burger. But with meal prep, the discipline's already been done. The disciplined version of you on a Sunday has already sorted you out. They've already made the meal prep. It's your own version of Uber Eats. It's just in your fridge. Yesterday's version of you was helped today you. they've made the decision easy for you. They've looked after you. And that's the biggest takeaway from this whole video. There's a cliche saying that says you don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your systems, and meal prep is one of those. If you don't have your meal prep done in time, at some point it will fall down and eventually you'll go off plan or be unhealthy or make the wrong decisions. It just doesn't have to be that way. So take advantage whilst you're on your A game on a Sunday or a day that's quieter. Your environment can hinder you. Think about it with your phone. If it wants your attention, it's pinging multiple times a day. That dopamine hit, it's that Apple Watch, it's the notification and flash on your phone, it's that ringtone, it's that ding, oh, someone's messaged you, but you got unread messages, so you best open me up and check me out and then get caught in that algorithm. Within 20 minutes, you're doom scrolling, you don't know where you've gone. The phone's automatic. It backs up your photos, it saves your songs. It's already got a created algorithm waiting for you every time you click in that app. The same can be in your fridge. It can be ready and waiting for you, making it easy for you to stay healthy and do what you need. Your bills come out automatically. Your calendar notifies you every time you've got something to do. Every part of our lives is now automated in some way, shape or form. Yet you want to make food the only non-automated decision in your life. A decision you may have to make 4 times a day, completely from scratch, with no prep, with very little time. Meal prep solves all that. It simply automates that decision process. You've already done it and you had full control over it. It's exactly what you want. There's no decision to be made. There's no hurdle. You know you're going to like it. You made it. There's no guessing game. It's yours. You're in control. You win. And let's talk about money for a second. People tell me that eating healthy is expensive when mainly poor planning is expensive. Uber Eats is crazy expensive. So's Just Eat. So's any convenience food that you want. It is more expensive than healthy food. 5 coffees, 2 meal deals, 3 takeaways. It all adds up in a week. Random snacks that don't feel expensive because it's £1 here, or you convince yourself that the £2.50 protein bar is a good deal because it contains 18 to 20 grams of protein, but £2.50 could be a whole meal and keep you satiated and be way better for you. Put together, that's hundreds of pounds a month that you don't get to spend on the bigger picture, the things that you actually want. You know, the things that make you happy and those around you happy. Meal prep gives every pound a purpose. You put it to work, you decide where it goes, you get to pick exactly what you have and how much you spend. There's no surcharges, there's no delivery fees, there's no transaction fees, there's no overpriced ingredients and small portions. There's just you deciding how much you're going to have ahead of time for you, your family, and future selves. People think luxury is ordering what you want, but the real luxury is having what you want. And that's not every time you want a KFC or a McDonald's or that Chinese from down the road. That's not a luxury, that's just convenience disguised as a treat. The real luxury is that you get to pick out of your fridge one of the meals that you made in advance to make sure that you're healthy, looked after, and save money for what you actually care about in life. Because if you're spending £400 to £500 a month on convenience food and takeaways, that's money you could put directly into a holiday fund.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Over the year that adds up to £5,000 or £6,000. Now that's 3 big holidays, or in 4 years' time, a house deposit. I don't want to sound that cliche guy that says about, oh, you don't get a house deposit because you spend money on this. But no, but it is a choice that you can change to put those funds elsewhere. The real luxury is having dinner waiting for you. It's ready, it's done. There's no stress, there's no washing up, there's no guilt, and there's no questionable stomach feelings the next day should it not have been up to scratch. There's no debate, you just eat and you get on with your evening. Time to spend with loved ones where you haven't to spend 30, 45 minutes preparing food and then 15 minutes washing up and then maybe 10 or 15 minutes deciding what you were going to eat in the first place or rushing to Tesco or Morrison's on the way home. It's done. Your evening can start. You can spend time with the people that you want. You can do what you want because you decided ahead of time what you wanted to eat. So now you can do what you want and be who you want to be. At the end of the day, meal prep isn't buying containers, buying rice, buying chicken. It's buying yourself time. It's buying yourself less difficult decisions to make. It's buying yourself more emotional space to make the decisions that you want to make. It's buying yourself consistency, peace of mind, and eventually it's buying the results that you've been chasing all along. The health goal that you've been chasing for 5 years, the weight that you've gained over the past 4 or 5 years. Maybe you still say to yourself, I gained all this weight over COVID and it's not gone yet. Maybe it's chasing that sporting goal that you've put off during your 20s and now you're 30 and feeling a bit old. You just want to get it done. to make sure that you don't get too old and you don't get a chance to do it again. Maybe it's just looking good for that wedding you've got coming up, or being able to take your top off at the beach and not feel self-conscious. Or maybe it's just feeling good day to day and just not knackered all the time. You're buying that option by making this decision. The goal isn't to spend your whole life thinking about food, it's the opposite. The goal is to spend as little mental energy as possible and still eat good food and still be healthy and feel great. So you can put that energy into your career, into your family, into your friends, into your hobbies, into just time for you. Whatever matters most to you is where you should put that new spare time. Good nutrition should support your life. It shouldn't consume your life. You should just consume the nutrition. And I don't actually think this lesson stops with food. I think it goes for everything. Saving money is the same thing, getting enough sleep is the same thing, workouts, running, cardio, reading, eating well, spending time with the person you've chosen to spend your life with. There are ways of saying, I respect the person I'm becoming and the person I'm trying to become, and I'm making the right decisions ahead of time to become that person. The food was never the point. It's the person that you're becoming. That's the point. So if you meal prep this week, don't do it to lose weight or build muscle. Do it as a sign of respect and love for the future version of you that you're becoming. The person that looks after their future self, the person that plans ahead, the person that keeps their promises, and the person that is constantly developing into who they want to become. Because when you finally become that person, the healthier body follows, the energy levels rise. You get to be who you want to be, and you'll be happy for it. The food was never the point. You were. Keep going, keep becoming, keep striving forward. This is for your future self, and you deserve it. End credits. I really hope I've pressed record.